So first thing you got to do is figure out how big the letter is. And I'm going to sketch one real quick first, then I'll show you the drawing. Most letters are 4.5 by 6. And that's not inches. It's whatever. Okay. So for the sake of showing you a quick one, I will make 4.5 equal inches, but it doesn't have to be inches. And that'll make more sense in a minute. It's a lot easier when you can turn the paper. Turning the aircraft was kind of a pain in the butt. 6. And I actually do own a T-square, and that would make it a little more precise. But again, we couldn't do a T-square on the aircraft, so we had to figure out how to get it pretty close without. And there was a few tricks that they taught us in paint school, and I actually did go through an official Navy aircraft painting school. Let me show you the hard way first, and then I'll show you the easy way. The 4.5 and the 6 equals what you would consider the brush stroke if you were painting this with a brush. And so if you, in this case, everything starts off relative to the stroke. So instead of saying I want a, actually you could say it that way too. You say, okay, I want a 6-inch letter. That's how tall I want the letter. So we start off with 6, and we know that every letter is 6 strokes high. So from there we just say, okay, most letters are 4.5 strokes wide, and there's some variation, like obviously letter I is 1 stroke wide, letter M and W are 5.5 and 6, I think. W I think is 6, and I've got full notes on this, and they are with all my pictures, which is out in the garage. I almost said out in the hangar. That didn't seem right. Okay, this is going to be kind of my layout for the average letter. Now, you come down to half, so 6 is 3, and so it's like 2.5 to 3.5. So what most of us painters would do is we'd have something like this on hand that we could look at quickly just to make it faster. Now we get into the fancy stuff. There is kind of like bevel cuts on the corners of some of the letters. Since we don't do round letters, we would make these points, and everything is very precise. Gotta be the Navy way, right? Okay, I think that's most of it. So, okay, start off, you got your 6 inches high or 6 strokes high, 4.5 strokes wide. We come in 3/4 of a stroke and down half a stroke on each corner, and then also in the center here. And what that does is, well, there's also another one. We come down a half a stroke. To me, this is just kind of fun to do again because I haven't done aircraft lettering since 1991, and this is 2009, so it's been a while. But you know, it's something I did a lot, and I actually had to teach people how to do it. So let's just kind of show you that up close. I don't know if that'll show up or not, but I'll draw one real quick, and then that'll make more sense. So let's say we'll pick one for the Kilauea. So an A is wider, USNS. Let's do an S. Okay. So an S would be kind of like this. So what I'll do, I'll use my Sharpie to draw the hard lines. And once we've got the outer perimeter laid out, you can see this will go really quickly. Obviously we don't do Sharpies on the aircraft. We would use pencil to do the corners, and then we would actually tape this off with masking tape usually, and then we would spray them on, typically with a lacquer paint because it came off easier at the end of the deployment. If it was permanent lettering, we'd use, at the time we used polyurethane paints. I don't know what they're using now because polyurethanes were one of those things that were supposed to be bad for you. Okay, so okay, basically, so then it goes from here, 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 here. And that's an S. Okay, so you got, cool, right? And if you want, you can color it in, but I'm not going to waste our time with that. But so that wasn't too bad. I mean, we knocked out one letter fairly quickly. We can time that later. I should have hit the timer. It's not too bad.